It just takes a minute to get going. We'll be starting in just a minute. Can't believe it's Friday already. It just takes a minute to get going. We'll be starting in just a minute. All right. Can't believe it's Friday already. Happy Friday, everybody. All right. And if you guys could hear me and see me, please let me know. Just need to switch my camera so that we could share the screen here. And now we are going. Good morning, and good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing great. Happy Friday. Before I begin, as I usually do, I give you a link to my advertisements and my promotions. Let me post that here in the chat. Howard, Kip, Kimberly, Jim, how are you guys? David, hope you guys are well. Remember, I'm going live in my VIP room at 11 a.m. today, and there's going to be a cool class on my trading pit. So, or actually on the dashboard. It's going to be very cool. Good morning, everybody. We got Jim, Elizabeth, Flying Ronan, Robert, Cam. How are you? Howard's here. All right. So, as you guys can see right here, the market, Arturo, good morning. As you guys can see, the market right now is down substantially, not crazy down, but down more than we expected, especially after yesterday's upside. Again, we have a big report. Let me just move this to the side here. We have a big report today. It's the PPI. It's coming out in about 40 minutes from now, and it's going to reflect on the producer's price index. Elizabeth, Infinity, Bill Wiener, good morning. And you can see here that what we're expecting is we're expecting 1.3, which is not lower, which is actually a higher level. That means inflation on a producer's level is not expected to go down. Now, ex food and energy, they're expecting it to be even. So this number does not reflect that interest that economy on a producer's level is actually getting any better. So this takes away further evidence that the Fed is going to start lowering rates in March. It's actually a pretty important report. Now, what we need to pay attention to today, aside from earnings, and I'll talk about that in a second, we need to pay attention to the bond market. Look at the bond market. It's in this little channel here, and this channel looks like it's developing. But if this channel starts breaking down right here, it's going to be a big problem for us. It's going to raise rates. So it's something to pay attention to. Let me go through Wall Street expectations, what's on the table today, and then I'll get into the charts and all the other good stuff. So blue chips notched a record high. For those of you who thought we were going to a nasty bear market, didn't happen. Didn't work out that way. NASDAQ 100 posted a 1 year and a 1.5 week high, not a year, 1.5 week high. Netflix rose about 2%. For weekly cash flow, we have options on Netflix puts that we sold. So that's really helpful to us. Very helpful to us. Look at that. We got already 70 people watching today. Core CPI came out. The number was not what we expected, but the market actually rallied. It wasn't that bad. It was a mixed number, but it just shows that the Fed has tons and tons more work to do before things get where they need to be. We're just not there yet. Mesters, and I made fun of this yesterday. She said basically we're not ready. Prospect of rate cut in March. She pushed back on it. I think we have more work to do. You guys know how much I agree with that. I don't think there's going to be any rate drops in March. There's now a 68% probability of a 0.25 basis point rate cut in March. Oil prices are up. Remember, I said that there's a chance oil prices are hitting support level and they may not back down. Well, look at what's going on here. They're actually up for the day, so we got to be very careful. Richard, good morning. How are you? So again, very important. Another aspect that we haven't had in the market is earnings. We got J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Delta, and United Health all releasing earnings today. All right. Hey, Infinity, how are you? Infinitely, how are you? PPI is on the table today. Here are the core numbers we need to pay attention to. We'll be watching this report very carefully to see what happens. We got Neil Kashkari speaking. It'll be really interesting to see if he comes up with the exact same thesis as Mesters did. But basically, folks, I honestly do not think that rates are going to be going down. Adam, I will take a look. If you remind me towards the end, I will take a look at it. But the numbers coming out in about 36 minutes, and I don't think the number's going to be good. It goes without saying, I don't want you guys doing anything the first hour of the day, or at least the first half hour of the day. Yeah, the banks reported. Can someone tell me how they've done so far? Who's reported and who's done? Because I know some are reporting before the open, some are reporting after the open. But based on what I'm seeing from the market right now, the numbers were not great. I do believe that Citibank will be the best one. Europe is right now down 0.96, up 0.96, giving us a little tailwind. China closed lower, taking away that tailwind. And Europe and Japan again closed higher, reaching a 34-year high. They have the ultra loose policy on their rates. And Tesla is down again. Tesla just broke the major moving average. And if Tesla breaks a little further, and I'll talk about Tesla later today in the room, maybe I'll send out a few Telegram alerts on it, but important for you guys to know what's going on. And again, we got healthcare stocks, we got airline stocks, and we got bank stocks. Now, I'm not really concerned as much on what the numbers are from the bank stocks as I am from I'm very concerned about the forward-looking statements, like from Jamie Dimon and those guys. That's really where I'm at right now. But you could see the market is down. The blue chips are down, and Nasdaq is down quite a bit. Now, if you look at the SPY, which I want to take a quick look at right now, lower profits. That's what I thought. It seems that way. If you look at the S&P, and the S&P is already lower, and earnings may impact because financial and airlines are a big sector. But you could see right here, we're just kind of hummering along. We're still above the 8-day moving average. We dipped below yesterday, and then we bolted above it. It may happen again today. Not sure if the market's going to be impacted. JP Morgan was good, 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 good. But again, something we need to pay very close attention to. This is very meaningful. And on the QQQ side, it's very hard for the market to go higher right now. Thank you, Cam. Good. Can't wait to see Citibank. And here's the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq. Notice I said yesterday, and this is important. Yesterday I said it has to start filling this gap. Otherwise, it's going to come back down. If you look at it right now, it's still in that triangle. It still hasn't broken out of that triangle. Yeah, let me just put this. Oops. There we go. Yeah, this thing is not easy to grab. There we go. Right here. It's still in this triangle, and it needs to break out of this triangle to the upside in order to go higher. And then you have the all-time highs right here. So we're not in a position. Hey, Marshall, how are you? We're not in a position of strength right now in terms of the short-term impact. And if the S&P starts turning south, it's going to impact the Nasdaq negatively as well. So we got to be really, really careful right now of what happens next. This is not a time to be a hero. This is not a time to over leverage yourself. This is not a time to think you can time the market or pick highs. You don't want to do that. You want to go with the flow, like we've been doing in the trading pit. You guys saw how careful we were yesterday. We picked Uber, we picked Han W. We made money on both trades, and we took out a scratch on another one. Susie says profits fall at 2.9 billion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The earnings may not be great. And look at where financials are right now. 90%. 90% here. This is the 50-day moving average. Just to show you what I'm seeing here. Here, look at 10 years. Look at where we're at right now. This is a major, major issue right here. Major, major issue. And we could break down from here. That's the number of stocks in financial above the 50-day line. Sorry if you guys hear my dogs barking. I'm still at the house. I'm in my office upstairs. I'm going to head to the office after I'm done with this. But more importantly, look at the 200-day moving average, 96%. That may be the highest I've seen in a long time. Look at that. In the last 10 years, we've been at this level. Now, we can stay here for a while, but we've been at these levels literally once, twice, and now a third time. 20 years, you can't, it doesn't even go that back. The index started trading back in 2015. But you could see right here, you could see that we're all the way up here. The market, folks, is overbought, and we really, really need for things to cool off. Can you guys hear the whining downstairs? I got 4 dogs barking up a storm. I'm just curious if the mic is picking anything up. Because from here, it sounds like there's a World War III. Let me know if you guys hear anything. It's crazy. 4 dogs. I couldn't have two like normal people. I have to have four. So financials are a little bit overbought right here, and I think they're way time for them to start cooling off. Oh, finally they stopped. I could hear myself think. So I think the market is going to good. I saved you guys from hearing all that. That means I have a good mic because they're going crazy right now. It sounds like next door that there's a World War III. Good. I'm glad. All right. Now let's talk about the stocks that I'll be looking at today. I always look at certain stocks, and I always like to tell you guys the stocks that I'm looking at, and hopefully this will help you guys set the tone for the day ahead. Good morning, Scott. How are you? Good morning, Howard, Daly, Kimberly, Dr. Serena. So let me start. Uber. I still like Uber. Remember, these are all stocks that are on my hit list. Doesn't mean I'm going to be buying these stocks. These are just stocks that I like right now and that I'll be targeting this morning. So Uber is one of those stocks. CRM is one of those stocks. Yeah, this I have a soundproof door here. CRM. And by the way, if you look at CRM and if you look at Uber, they virtually look identical. Look at the charts on these two. Look at that. Almost the same chart. Another stock, you guys may want to write this down. Bioscience, biotechs have been going good. Now, I love this stock. It hasn't broken out yet. It's just, I may put this in my top alpha stock. I'm going to send it right now to my assistant so he can remember. Oops, excuse me here. We actually practice what we preach around here, believe it or not. Okay. Yeah, I have a soundproof door. Okay, so I like this stock, IDEA. I like VRT. Love this stock. Look at this. Nice, smooth stock. These are the stocks that are on my hit list this morning. Spotify. I bet you Spotify looks just like CRM. Yep. Look at that. They all have that breakout. Folks, be careful that this is not a false breakout. We need to see some upside. So I don't want to do any of these while the market is soft. ANF does look. I talked about ANF recently. So that's Zscaler right there. Um, I'll talk about that in a minute. I'll talk about how I set my profit target in a minute. So right here, another great stock, ETN. And folks, I would be writing these down. This is on my hit list. Look at the smooth trend, nice breakout. Oh, they're all overbought. That's the only problem. So I need the market to really show its hand. If the market doesn't show its hand, it's no good. Not wrong stock. Sorry. Wrong stock. Right here. Look at this. Had a nice breakout, had a nice gap, still trending higher. I bet you it looks great on a weekly. Here, let's look at it on a weekly. Yeah, look at that on a weekly. It looks great. Always make sure the stock looks good on a daily, on a weekly, on as many levels as you want. You want the stocks that when hedge funds look at them, they say, oh, I definitely want this one. Look at Elf Beauty. Not very correlated to anything either. Again, we need the market to participate, but if the market gives us tailwind, these stocks will be smoking hot. Workday. Do you guys like these stocks that I'm showing you? Look at that. Look at this nice breakout right here. Coming up right to this level. We need to break. We need to break higher. Again, everything is overbought, so, which means we need tailwind from the market. Wingstop. Same thing. They all have the same pattern. Notice when the market bombed out right here, they all went down. So we need to make sure they're outperforming the market. Just looking at this hit list is not enough. Now, let me show you some stocks to the downside that I'm looking at. I like CME a lot, dropped yesterday. I like WDH, Cactus. It's a funny name, funny company. Right here, it looks like it's about to break down. So I would want to see it break down below this level. It's not ready yet. I would say right here, 39-ish, low 39s. And I've been talking about this stock nonstop. And I know a few of you even made money on it because it went down yesterday and the day before. So this is a stock that we called out it was just a gratuitous stock that I gave you in the trading pit. And by the way, the trading pit, I'm not keeping track, but I think we've now are at 76 or 77 winners. We have like 95% win rate. We're now at the 95% level. We still have not taken any more losses. We scratched the trade and we took two more winners. So those are my stocks. Now I'll take a look at GLD. I'll take a look at gold because Adam asked me to. I like gold right now. I think gold is going higher. I think gold right now, Adam, let me show you something about gold. Gold is in this channel right now. And this channel can either break higher or break lower. I prefer to see smooth trend. This is too much of a gap. Now, with that said, if we start breaking higher, it could be good, but I'd like to see us first break down or break up, and then we could trade this channel. We're kind of in the middle of this channel, and when you're in the middle of a channel, it's very easy for this to go down or up. This is kind of where the market was yesterday, and I was saying, hey, let's be really careful. Let's wait for something to happen, and it did. It went down, and then I said, okay, guys, now I'm starting to see it go up. Sometimes the best thing to do, folks, is to look for a reaction from a reaction. Look at that. We got 126 people here. So now let me talk Raleigh, Cam. I keep confusing you guys. Well, you guys are brothers. It's okay to confuse you. I guess that's fair. If I'm going to confuse you with somebody, it's okay to confuse you with your own brother, right? So Raleigh asked me about profit targets. So if I'm day trading, I'll be using my levels. I'll use the levels on my on my on my Pro Trader dashboard. What I typically would ideally, I usually take profit at the first target. What I recommend you guys do, because none of you listen to me anyway and trade with one share. So what I recommend you guys do is take 75% of your position off at the first profit target, set your stop loss to break even, and ride the second one till the second target. So 75% to the first target, you put your profit target at break even. There you go, Cam. That I for some reason I believe that. I'm just messing around. And then you put your stop loss and break even, and then you ride the second 25% till the last target. That's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it is watching relative strength intraday. If the stock has strong intraday relative strength to the market and then it starts losing relative strength, that's probably a good time to get out unless you're swing trading the stock. And the last but not least is to look at ATR. I'm not a big fan of ATR because the ATR is already part of the dashboard. But first profit target, second profit target, and relative strength, those are probably the best ways to do it. If I had to put a number on it. Now, folks, before I let you go, I want you to click on this link right here. Let me just give you the link right here. Check out the dashboard if you're interested. Here's a link to my VIP room. It's happening today at 11 a.m. Please, please, please come and visit me. And before I let you go, just very importantly, if you're hungry for that elusive advantage flaunted by Wall Street pros, are you fed up with repeating the same mistake over and over again? It's time to explore the Pro Trader dashboard. It's a game changer. I know most of you are using it. If you're using the dashboard, making money with it, post yes in the chat. It's a lot more than a software. It's nearly 3 decades of my trading experience, over 3,000 lines of code. You could put it on Thinkorswim. You'll be able to put it on TradeStation next week, I believe, and TradingView without the scanner. I'm talking about pinpointing price action clearly, robust relative strength indicators, rational trading strategies that don't have emotional noise or any nonsense. Ditch the monkey business. Flashy and effective indicators don't work. The Pro Trader dashboard is good. I posted the link in the chat. Follow the link, check it out, and I will see you guys. Hey, Gary, how are you? Infinity. Good, good. Richard says, until the Pro Trader dashboard. I love it. I love this feedback. I love the comments. I will see you guys at 11 a.m. I'm going to be getting ready. Hopefully, we'll have some more trades. We got PPI coming out in 21 minutes. Hopefully, ooh, look at Richard on an 8 trade win streak. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is why I do these videos. I'm so happy to do this because everybody's happy. When you guys are not happy, I'm not happy either. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys later. If you have any questions that I didn't address here, it's not going to be a crazy busy day for me. Please feel free to email me at roger@rogerscott.com. Cam, thank you for all the assistance and the help. Be careful today, guys. It's going to be a slippery day. Yesterday, we gapped up, then we went down, filled that gap, and went back up. Today, we're going to open lower to begin with. So be careful. I'd love to see the gap gets filled. My favorite opening is an opening because then I could find all the strongest stocks. Oh yeah, if you're using the Pro Trader dashboard and if the market opens down, go to the 5-minute time frame and start looking at all the stocks that are saying, you go nuts, market, we're going to go up. And then start looking at 30 and then an hourly, and then you'll start seeing a pattern of which ones are just completely shrugging off any downside moves. That's what you want. You have a new name for me? Richard, what's your new name for me? Both, Cecilia. I look for them as swing trades, but then I day trade them too. But everything starts out as a swing trade. If I don't like it for a swing, I ain't gonna day trade it because I may end up getting stuck in it. And if I do, then I have a great swing trade. Yeah, what's your name for me, Richard? hopefully, hopefully, hopefully it's a good name. All right, guys. I will see you later. Have a great day. Have a great Friday. I'm around. I'm in a good mood. Let me know if anything's going on, and I'll see you later. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.